I do not like the carrot style. Your face will be like this. Does it hurt? I think so. Is it painful? I'll think about it. Huh? Ouch, that hurts. Hi family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, you have come to the right place. Okay, if you're new, just click on that red subscribe button, because here on this channel I fix those hair problems. Okay, I fix it. Okay, if you're a regular subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video. In today's video, I will be talking about protective styles for natural hair growth. This is super important. You need to know the protective style that will give you healthy, natural hair growth. So let's get started. So you guys, first of all, protective styles are for all hair types. It can be for relaxed hair, for natural hair, for transitioning hair, any hair type. Protective styles are for all hair types. And what protective styles actually do, they will help you to grow healthy, natural hair. Because you're not touching your hair too much, you're actually going to grow your hair healthier and possibly faster as well, because you're not touching your hair. So the first protective style for all hair types. The first protective style for natural hair growth is twist. Now you can do this twist right here. Twists are so good and they are really gentle on the hair because they are not too tight on the hair. You can actually do chunky twists for a month or for 2 months, up to you guys. But protective styles that will actually help you to grow natural healthy hair is chunky twist. I've shown you on the picture. You can do chunky twists. They are really good because they don't put too much tension on the hair. These protective hairstyles with the chunky twist, you can do it on all hair types, okay? Protective styles on natural short hair, or you can do it on long hair as well. It doesn't matter which type of hair you have, but chunky twists are the best. I think they are my go-to protective styles. Chunky twists, they are not harmful at all to your edges or to your hair because they don't put too much strain on your edges. So they are so good. So that is the first protective style that I would recommend for natural healthy hair growth. Now the second one is cornrows. My goodness, cornrows. And you guys, let me tell you, you must find out the best protective style that will give you natural healthy hair growth, that will actually promote hair growth. So for me, cornrows I think is the best because I do not touch my hair, I do not manipulate my hair. So that protective style is actually going to give you natural healthy hair growth. So put some pictures there of cornrows that you can do. You can actually spend maybe 3 months or even 4 months with cornrows because your hands are not in your hair all the time. But make sure that when you're doing these protective styles with cornrows, just make sure that it's not too tight on the edges. Leave out your edges because you guys, edges, they are not fun. Edges can be really stressful when you are trying to grow them out. So don't touch your edges if you're doing protective styles, doing cornrows as well. So that is the best protective style for natural hair growth. Second one is Bantu knots. Now this is one of my favorites as well. I think you have seen me with Bantu knots as well. I think you have. I've actually done a video as well about Bantu knots, about a tutorial on how to do Bantu knots. They are so good. They are gentle on the hair as well. and they'll actually leave your hair moisturized. So it's a best protective style for natural hair growth. Yeah, so I would recommend doing protective styles that will actually help to encourage hair growth, healthy hair growth. You guys, touching your hair too much and you're feeding your hair with oils, with leave-in sprays, and that protective style is not too tight on the hair, you're actually going to grow natural healthy hair growth. So I would recommend a protective style like Bantu knots on your natural hair. It's very, very good because it will leave your hair moisturized, because look, you're actually circling your hair in a circle like that, so your hair is kept moisturized in that Bantu knot. I'll put a picture there so that you can see. Your hair is moisturized when you do Bantu knots. Even if you unravel the Bantu knots, you actually see that your hair is very, very moisturized when you do Bantu knots. So those are the styles to do in order to have natural healthy hair growth. Okay. Now the best protective styles for natural hair growth is African threading. Now this protective style, this particular protective style is very good for 4C natural hair. Now the reason why I'm saying 4C natural hair is because this protective style in particular stretches your hair, because I know that with 4C hair, you guys, let's be honest, 4C hair can get tangled very easily because it's very kinky, tangle very easily because it's 4C hair, shrinks up a lot, which will cause more tangles. Our protective style for 4C natural hair is African threading. You guys, it's going to keep your hair stretched, which will actually reduce tangles or knots on your hair. So African threading is the best protective style for natural hair growth. It is the best protective style, you guys, I'm telling you, because when your hair is stretched, there is less tangles, less knots, and less breakage as well. The most breakage that happens is that your hair is tangled a lot and you need to detangle it. That's when the breakage happens. So if your hair is stretched and you are doing these African threadings, I'll put a picture so you can see. If your hair is stretched in an African threading protective style, it's good. Okay, you're going to reap the benefits. Reason why they say protective style, because it's protecting your hair. How to do protective styles on natural hair? Follow these tips I am sharing with you. You can do them by doing cornrows, you can do chunky twists, you can do African threading. Another protective styling for hair growth is bending, the bending method. Now, if you are not a person that loves twists or that loves cornrows, you can actually do a bending, okay? So I'll put a picture there so that you can see. So bending is more like the African threading protective style for natural hair growth, you guys, because it keeps your hair stretched as well. So, and it's not too harsh on the scalp or harsh on the hair. With our natural 4C hair, you guys, our hair gets tangled easily when it's not stretched. So you need to keep your hair stretched. So the bending method can actually help. Best protective style for growing your natural hair. Other protective styles as well you can do for natural hair growth, doing braids. Now, I'm not too much of a fan of protective style of braids, you guys. I'm not a fan, but if you like doing braids, don't touch your edges when you're doing braids, because the reason why I'm saying this protective style in particular, you really need to be careful with this style. It can grow your hair, of course, but you need to be really careful if you're doing like chunky braids and you're putting a big hair on a small hair of yours. That braid is going to be too heavy for your hair and your hair can actually break. You need to be very careful when you're doing braids. Don't touch your edges, because I have had so many stories of people losing their edges when they're taking out their braids. They see their edges on their hands. They see their hair on their hands when they're taking out the protective styles. Now, that is not a protective style, because a protective style must protect your hair. So that's why I'm saying you must do protective styles for natural healthy hair growth, because you want your hair to grow healthy and to have growth as well. So you need to do protective styles that will actually allow you to grow natural healthy hair growth. protective styles for relaxed. So when you're relaxed, you can actually do crochet, you can do cornrows, and I'll put a picture there, and you can also put like braids on top of the cornrows. You can do that as a protective style for relaxed hair. In order to have healthy hair growth, there must be some things you are actually including in your daily regimen or weekly regimen, whatever it is. You must include things that will encourage healthy hair growth as well with your protective style. You can go on YouTube, guys. There are so many tutorials there on how to do protective styles for natural hair growth. This is super important because if you're on this journey, this hair journey, you need to include protective styles for natural healthy hair growth. In order for you to grow healthy hair, you need to include these protective styles in your healthy hair, because you can't keep touching your hair and expect it to grow. Yeah, it's just not possible, you guys. Let's be honest, it's just not possible. So you need to include protective styles that are actually protecting your hair in order to grow natural, healthy hair growth. You can do braids with your own hair as well. That one is very good. Now, let me just say this, you guys. If you want protective styles for growing natural, healthy hair growth, you need to do protective style with your own hair. You see, so many times when I do my protective styles on my natural hair, do protective style on my own hair. So this, what you see right here, it's a wig. It's not a weave, it's a wig. I always do protective styles with my own hair because your hair, you guys, needs to breathe, okay? If you're always putting braids on your hair, always putting weaves on your hair, always putting something in your hair to protect your hair, that's not really healthy for your hair. So you can actually do braids with your own hair. I'll put a picture there as well so that you see. It's very, very important that you learn to do protective style with your own hair. Because when you do that, you're not suffocating your hair, you're not choking your hair, because honestly, that's choking your hair, you guys. If you're always putting braids, putting some artificial hair on your hair, on top of your hair all the time, you are actually suffocating your hair and your hair can actually break. So we want you to have protective styles for natural, healthy hair growth. I'm going to talk about the styles not to do. The first one, carrot style. Oh, child, I've always talked about these carrots. Now, I've talked about carrots, how much I love them. I actually apply the carrot oil on my scalp every day, every single day, because I love carrots. I do not like the carrot style because it's going to damage your hair. You're going to look beautiful, but your edges are going to go on a vacation. Do you want that? Do you want your edges to go on a vacation? Your face will be like this. Does it hurt? I think so. Is it painful? I'll think about it. Huh? Is it painful? You think about it. Child, please run for your life. Run for your dear life. Let me tell you. Run away from carrot styles. Those styles, they look very beautiful, but they will completely damage your edges. Now, I know because I have bald spots, I have been suffering from postpartum shedding, you guys, with my edges, but it's not fun dealing with bald spots on your edges. I'm telling you now, before it happens to you. Me, it happened because of postpartum shedding. It was not because of tight hairstyle, because I don't do those styles. But if you are a person who's watching this video and you do carrot styles almost all the time, and you are, pulling your edges, and maybe your edges are intact now, but on the long run, those protective styles, they are going to damage your edges permanently. And you won't be able to grow them edges back. So I'm just warning you, before it happens to you, please stop doing carrot styles. I'll put pictures there of carrot styles that can actually damage your edges. Please run away from those styles like this. Run away. Run for your dear life. Okay, run. Run, you guys. The second one is braids that damage edges. Protective styles of braids that damage your edges. I've talked about this earlier, that don't do braids that will actually hold the edge like this. It will be like this. Hold it like this. Is it okay now? Are you okay? Holding your edges like this. And you expect that when you're taking it out, your hair will still be there. Sorry. It will be gone. Please. Oh. Please. It's better to do your own hair other than taking another hair and putting it on top of your hair, and you're actually damaging your hair, you guys. So please stay away from braids that will actually damage your hair. This video was helpful. If it was, give it a big thumbs up. Comment below and tell me which style have damaged your edges or damaged your hair. I want to know in the comment section below. If you are new and you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. You just click on the red subscribe button and you're part of the family. That's all. You don't even need to pay any money. Just click on that red subscribe and you're part of the family. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in my next one. Bye.